This video is on how to use law of sines to solve an oblique triangle. Okay, we're going to define an oblique triangle first. It is a triangle that does not have a right angle. Okay, you can use law of sines to solve right triangles. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to do that because there's an easier way. Okay, the law of sines can be used in two cases where the given information is provided in angle side angle format, okay, which is two angles and the included side. Okay, or if the given information is provided in angle side order, which is two angles and one of the sides opposite one of those angles. Okay, so the law of sines states if a triangle ABC is a triangle with sides A, B, and C, then you can use any two of these ratios. These ratios are all equal to one another. You can choose two of those to solve for whatever unknown you may be looking for. Okay, or you can flip those, take the reciprocal of all those ratios, and you can find one of the unknowns here. Okay, again, you're going to use two of the three ratios depending on the information you know and what you're looking for. It doesn't matter which of these you use. Okay, you're going to get the same answer regardless because we're going to use cross products to solve our equation. Okay, so let's look at example problem 1 here. We've got a triangle that has the following angle measures. So angle A is 75 degrees and angle B is 60 degrees. And then we know side C is 340 miles long. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is draw a diagram. That's going to tell us the order in which we have our given information. So in this case, we know angle A is 75 degrees. So we're going to plug that in there. We know angle B is 60 degrees. So we plug that in there. And we know side C, is 340 miles. Okay, so if you'll notice, we have the information in angle, included side, angle format. So we're in angle side angle. So that means we can use the law of sines to solve for the other missing pieces. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to find angle C first. Okay, the reason why, it's a very easy value to find because it's basic geometry. There is no trig here, there is no law of sines. We know that the three interior angles of a triangle sum to 180 degrees. Okay, so very basic equation that you worked on in geometry. Okay, plug in what we know, solve for the missing value C, and we know angle C has a value of 45 degrees. Okay, we need that value because in these ratios, okay, we need to make sure that every equation we write only has one unknown, so we're able to solve it. Okay, so I'm going to look for side A next, so I'm definitely going to use this ratio or this ratio, your choice. I'm going to use this ratio. Okay, we know side C and we know angle C, so I'm going to use this ratio. If I chose this one, I would see I had a second unknown. Notice I don't know what side B's length is yet, so I can't use this if I'm solving for A. Okay, so my equation is going to be side A divided by the sine of angle A, which is 75 degrees, equals side C, which is 340, divided by the sine of angle C, which is 45 degrees. Okay, cross multiply, we get the following equation. A times sine 45 equals 340 times sine 75. Divide both sides by sine of 45. That gets A on a side by itself. Use a calculator, and we get 464.45 miles. Okay, now we know angle A is the largest of the three angles, so side A has to be the largest of the three sides. So this answer makes sense in a way because it's bigger than side C here. Okay, so we just want to use that to kind of verify our answer a little bit. Okay, now we want to find the measure of side B. Okay, again, we're going to choose two of these three ratios. Obviously, I need to use the second ratio because I'm looking for side B. And I want to use this third ratio here. Okay, I want to stay away from this ratio, and let me explain why. Side C was given to us. Angle C was found with a very basic calculation. I'm less likely to be wrong here about this 45 degrees than I am to be wrong about this 464.45 miles. Okay, so I want to stay away from A because I found this value and there's the potential for a mistake to be made there. Okay, so we're going to use ratios of B over sine B equal to C over sine C. Okay, so when I write that equation, let's scroll down here. I've got B, side B, divided by sine of 60 equals side C, 340, divided by the sine of C, which we just found to be 45 degrees. Okay. Cross multiply, I get B times sine 45 equals 340 times sine of 60. Divide both sides by sine of 45. And my side length for side B is going to be 416.41 miles. Okay. Hope that helps you solving oblique triangles using law of sines when the given information is in angle, side, angle format. The next video is going to have a problem where we're given the information in angle, angle, side.